Week 37 in Germany, part of the CBYX program. Let's get through this shit because I'm kind of fucking tired and I've got a plane to catch in about 12 hours, so let's see what we've got going on. Starting off last Friday after work, met some people. Marcus came with me and we met up with Thad and Enos and Jenny. I think there's some other people there, I can't remember. But we just had some beers in the park, right along the beach area of the Saar. Very beautiful day outside, and the beer was delicious, the Wurst and Schwenker was delicious, and then Thad decided that he wanted to try my farting hand technique.
No, I can't do it. Do it, Mike.
Man kan också huvudbränsle man kan ha. Man kan också nothing.
Marcus then had to go leave to go work at the fire station, but then the rest of us, stayed there. Charlie then eventually met us. He just had to step outside his door pretty much, and had another couple beers. Then we got some Späti beers and went and just sat down by the river downtown. It was literally a conversation you were hearing about farts, in case anyone was wondering. Anyway, we ended up at Garage at the end of the night and just pretty much partied until the wee hours of the morning. Thad went home and then I ended up spending the night at Charlie's. Woke up at, a reasonable Saturday afternoon time, went back home, and then just slept pretty much the rest of the day, hung out, did whatever, didn't really do much Saturday night. Sunday though, woke up and was kind of taking care of some more application stuff, answering emails and whatnot, and then that afternoon I rode into town with my host family after lunch to the city, to the Saar Messe, the International Saar Messe. And it was just a convention for like anything and everything. They had, car dealerships there, they had like building material companies there, they had food there, they had brewers there, they had literally everything. And it was just kind of a walking around, looking at stuff, and trying to avoid eye contact with all the salespeople that are trying to sell you stuff. Monday, started off with work again, but then that evening I met up with Marie and our normal gang of pub quiz homies. This week's category was masks from various movies and whatnot. We actually did pretty well that round. My favorite round though was the music round because it was rock. Come on. I knew every single song except for two. One of them nobody got. And the other one of the other guys in our group got it, so we got 9 out of 10 points, 18 out of 20 points total, and so yeah, that was a pretty good round for us. So 2 weeks ago we got third, last week we got second. What do you guys think we got this week? We couldn't have gotten first, we couldn't have done that, right? We got first, dude, it was so, they announced our names and I was like, woo! Pub quiz champions, and we only won by 1 point. So next time we're just going to have to blow everyone out of the water and win by 50 points, even though I don't think that's really possible. But one pub quiz on Monday. Tuesday, I do not believe was a too terribly exciting day. I really should start writing stuff down. I used to, but now I'm just kind of whatever, I'll remember it. Wednesday, on the other hand, was a very, very good day for me. I was invited to an interview in Alsdorf, which is kind of outside of Aachen, which is kind of near where Germany, Belgium, and the Netherlands all come together. For those of you guys that are geographically sound, I am not one of those people. But I had an interview. I got the day off of work, and my host mom let me use her car. Drove up to Aachen, got there a little bit early because I wanted to kind of, maybe walk around the city for a little bit. Took a couple of wrong turns getting to Aachen because the GPS wasn't the best. But then I finally arrived.
So Aachen's pretty nice. Here's where I'm parked.
Only had about half an hour or so before I had to leave to go to my interview. Got a quick bite to eat. I got a gyro or a with the sandwich, the Greek sandwich Döner looking things. And it was not bad. Then kind of walked around a little bit. Aachen is actually a really nice city. It was very clean compared to Saarbrücken, I found, and it was also a pretty young city. I saw a lot of students and stuff, but Saarbrücken's a pretty young city too. Then I headed on my way to Alsdorf, which is just outside of Aachen, and my interview was with the Gesellschaft für Antriebstechnik in Alsdorf. They are a sister company of ZF, and they design and test Porsche transmissions. So yeah, I didn't even I applied for the job knowing what was entailed, but I didn't know to the extent of what it would be entailing. So meet the guy I'm interviewing with, met his boss, met another coworker of theirs, all really cool, really nice guys. Then they started explaining, what they did, and the fact that they design, develop, and test the transmissions for Porsche. So it's pretty much the job. Pretty much was the exact same thing I'm doing now, application engineering, and it except with Porsches instead of Jaguars. Which, I mean, pick your poison there. I think the interview went really well. We talked for quite a bit. They gave me a tour around the office and the campus. It's just not them. There's also a couple of other related companies that they're not owned by or own, but they all work together for testing and development of different components and transmission stuff. Then afterwards, I went on a test ride with one of the guys in a brand new 911 Turbo. Oh my gosh! I mean, we got in it, and he got on the gas, and I start to feel a little bit of tingling in between my legs. It was sexually arousing. I've never been sexually aroused in an interview, and God hope I never am again. But it was an awesome interview. We went to the test track that's not too far from where they work. They have a test track. I mean, come on. Then we just did some launches in the 911 Turbo. Did 2 launches, and holy crap, I couldn't even see because all the blood was rushing to the back of my head, and I was just trying to maintain consciousness. This thing is so fast. It went really well, and they said they want to have you back for another interview later down the road with the head boss of the whole department guy thing. I don't know what you want to call it. Fingers crossed. This would be amazing. It's a really cool area. It's a really cool job, and it would be freaking awesome. Speaking of the cool area that it's in, Aachen, like I said earlier, is near the Belgium-Netherlands-German border, and so I visited the Triangle. There's a park called Vals Park that I went to, and it is where all 3 countries come together. And there's this marking point here that shows, the exact point where they all come together. Then there's the lines that come out, and then you can literally run in between 3 countries if you want to. There was a park with kids playing and people enjoying the beautiful day, and they were just walking through different countries like it was no big deal. Open borders, man, open borders. I really don't understand people's problems with open borders. It seems a lot better situation than closed ones, that's for sure. See a whole lot of parks with children playing next to a big old wall and guys with guns and shit like that, do ya? Before we get too political though, then drove back home towards good old Saarbrücken. I decided to take a different route this time. The first one only went through Germany because my host mom's GPS only worked in Germany. I decided to go back through Belgium, which was a little bit shorter in distance and hopefully in time. It turned out to be a little bit shorter. And just my luck, I happened to pass right by the Spa racetrack. Didn't really stop and check it out or anything like that. I just viewed the signs from afar, and I could actually see the track at one point. So yeah, I can say I've been to Spa. Getting into Saarbrücken though was a little bit interesting. I thought I could do it without the Navi, and yeah, no, I got lost in Saarbrücken, where I live, for the last 10 months or whatever. And that brings us today. And yeah, it was just a normal day at work. Stuff is starting to pick up a little bit more. And yeah, I gotta finish this thing up because I'm catching a flight in not too long. So I hope everyone's doing alright. Happy Easter weekend, everyone. I hope you guys all go out and get drunk and party for the resurrection of Jesus. Hallelujah. And see you guys next week. Peace.